Hey everybody, this is Miss Redfern. I'm at the Academy. This is Wednesday, and I'm actually coming to you from Miss Witcher's room, which is a health science room, because my room is being deep cleaned right now. So all is well here. The skeleton's still here. The mannequins are still here. We're not mannequins. I guess you call them like learning tools. But we're here. And so we're going to continue what we've been learning about with ecology and these organism interactions. So first we did symbiosis, then we did predator-prey, and so now I have a new one for you today. The topic of this talk is going to be competition, and there it is right at the top. So competition is when two organisms, sometimes more, but when two organisms fight or compete for the same resource. Okay, so that's competition. There's your definition. Now, so something to know, a recap right here. All organisms need resources, right, to survive. And so I've given you a list here of some resources. So one resource for sure is a partner for mating, and the point of that is to pass genetic material, because that's kind of the goal here. Organisms want to survive and reproduce, and that's one of the key elements of evolution. So when we get into evolution, we'll talk, or natural selection, we'll talk about that too. Some other resources, definitely nutrients, so like food, water, shelter, and sunlight. So those are just some of the resources that organisms need in order to survive, right? So in terms of competition, when two organisms fight or compete for the same resource, a lot of times people think about animals, right? And so here's an example for you. And so I've drawn two lions and they're about to face off. And so one of them saying, "I'm the king." And then the other saying, "No, I am Roar." And so these lions could fight for a partner to mate with, right? Or a few partners, right? Because lions spread their genetic material over multiple mates. Or they could be fighting for shelter, or like a certain area where they could have their pride, right? And so the thing about competition is that it's not always just animals, right? So plants compete too, right? And so I've given you a big plant and a small plant here. And so the big plant is saying, "All of the light is mine," hashtag photosynthesis. And so what's going on here is this taller plant is out competing the smaller plant for the resource here, and the resource is sunlight, right? So that is competition in a nutshell. Competition is when two organisms or more compete for the same resource. Organisms need resources in order to survive. And so it can be in animals, it can be in plants, and it can even be in organisms that are much smaller, right? Fungi, protists. So that is competition in a nutshell. Now, this is what I need for you to do. Let me come over here to the computer. Let me sit down here. So I'm in Google, and I typed in competition organism interaction. And so once you do that, you're going to get a lot of results, of course. But what I want for you to do is scroll down to Ecological Interactions article by Khan Academy. Click on that. And I want you to, so the article will be called Ecological Interaction. Scroll all the way down. And I just want you to read this paragraph about competition, and it talks about two types of competition. And what I need for you to do in your notebook is create a Venn diagram comparing these two types of competition. And then make sure you talk about the prefixes of the words, give some examples in your Venn diagram, and you'll be good to go. All right, I'll see you all soon. Have a good day.